I'm Ryan, an engineer from Melbourne. My friend runs Prism Photography, and every Saturday he's shooting a wedding whilst other couples are trying to email him or trying to call him for his services. 50% of couples book the first vendor who responds, but because he is so busy focusing on those Saturday weddings, he misses 2 to 3 potential customers every week. That translates to around $72,000 a year just from slow replies. So I built Emma, an agentic system that is powered by all four Nova models. Now let's take a dive into how Emma works. So typically what you need to do is you need to set up the profile, which is just putting in the assistant's name. I've copied the Prism URL into here, and I've also added some docs. You need to connect to your Gmail and calendar, and you also have the option to activate a phone number. Now, for the sake of time, I'm just going to show you a configured version. And so here, what you can see is once everything is built and once the backend, onboarding is done, you'll see we have all of the names configured here. And then we also see a sol file and a principal file. Now, the sol file is pretty much embodying who Gladys is. Who are they? They are an assistant for Prism Photography. And so this has all of that information in here, and the vendor or the user can update it if they want. And the principles is, what are the guardrails? What are the guidelines? Are there certain constraints or certain things that Gladys always needs to think about when she is speaking to customers? So that's sort of the second thing. Now, all four of this, or during the onboarding process, all four Nova models, or at least three of them, are currently being used here. So during the URL part, we pass in the URL, and what that's going to do is it's going to trigger our Nova Act capability, and that's going to launch Nova Act within a Bedrock agent sandbox. It's going to scrape all of the information and then pass it back. The second thing is once we connect to Gmail, all of the previous conversations that we had or that the user had is going to be stored into vector embeddings. And those vector embeddings will be used by our agent to determine how exactly they need to speak to customers. They'll look at previous conversations and say, based on those conversations, all right, this is my response. And based on all of the information, including the docs and the Nova Act scrapings, we will use the Nova Lite model to generate the sol file and the principles file. The fourth one, which is something I'll talk about later in another video, which is the Nova Sonic model. So we have two channels here. We've got the email channel and the phone channel. And during the phone channel, we'll be using the Nova Sonic model. Thank you. I will stop recording. Okay, now I'm going to send a demo email. So within my backend, I have a system. I'm about to create a new email here within my inbox. So let's just quickly wait for that. And you can see here that we have this wedding inquiry. This person's name is Jessica, and this has been picked up by our system. So now what I should be seeing is this getting picked up by our front end. So I'll quickly go through the architecture. So for here, we have the email being picked up by our pub sub. So we have some connection with GCP, and then that's going to be pulled by our Lambda function. Our Lambda function is going to normalize that and then trigger it into our OpenClaw server. And then our OpenClaw server will use all of the context it has to actually go ahead and generate the response in the front end. So let's have a quick look now. Here, I'm going to just trigger a quick refresh. And we can see here that we've just got an email. And this is again from Jessica. We can see that this is the draft. And then this is the reasoning, and then also the similar email, and then also proposed consultation. And then finally, what I'll do is I'll just click approve, and it should save it in. And so once I've done that, the email will be sent back. And within this existing lead, I can see existing conversations and the response. So if I go back to my email, I should be able to see a response there, which is exactly what I see here. Awesome. So that's the first one.
So this is now the voice demo. So I had the phone number previously. So if we just go here, you can see that we're just going to call this phone number now, which is activated for Gladys. So let me do that now.
Thank you for calling. Connecting you now. Say hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I am unable to assist you with this request.
Hello.
Hi there. Thank you for calling Prism Cinema. I'm Gladys. How can I help you today?
Hi, Gladys. Could you please tell me a bit about your packages, please?
I can do that. So we've got a few different cameras and an editor, and it includes all the raw files plus a highlight reel. We also have a premium package that adds drone footage and same-day edits.
Okay.
And let's
I would like to try the drone package, but can I please speak to someone? I would like to book an appointment, maybe next Saturday. Is that possible?
Of course, I can get that set up for you. First, could I grab your name so I can pass this along to the team? And we'll also need your email so they can send you the details.
So my name is Ryan, and my email is just ryanhaque@hotmail.com.
Perfect, Ryan. So just to confirm, your email's ryanhack@hotmail.com, and you'd like to book a consultation for next Saturday. Would you
Correct.
prefer a phone?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Just one last thing. Person for next Saturday. The team will reach out with the exact time that works best for you.
Maybe just an in-person one, please.
An in-person meeting. I'll pass that along, and the team will reach out shortly with the exact time and any details you'll need. Thanks for calling, Ryan.
Thank, thanks, Gladys. Bye-bye. So you can see it is not perfect, but it did a relatively good job based on Gladys's persona and her soul and identity. So what ended up happening is we had an Amazon Connect number that we registered, and behind that we have an Amazon Lex. And Amazon Lex is powered by the Novasonic model, which will trigger our Bedrock agent via a Bedrock intent. And that's going to have some action groups to fetch whatever information and give the response. So after all of that, the expectation is that within our front end desktop, we should see that new conversation. So let's just quickly have a look. And perfect. We can see that our last conversation is now in the front end. We can see our transcript along with an AI draft and along with a along with our previous conversations plus a proposed consultation time. So perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see.